If you would please introduce yourself to the video and your work and which congregation you are part of.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Mireille Kutmalala. I'm a medical doctor. I'm the coordinator in the Shalom program in the Lutheran Church here in Madagascar. My congregation is the Lutheran Church in town here, Antan Malandi. Yeah.
And I'm Shurik Rakutum Malala. I'm her husband. I'm also a physician. I'm a surgeon, pediatric surgeon. I'm the director of a hospital here, Antan Malandi Hospital, and we're going in the same congregation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. In the Lord's Prayer, one of the petitions or lines in the Lord's Prayer says, "Give us this day our daily bread." Can you share on a personal or from your personal level what this means to you?
Daily bread, to me, that means that it's a food that you take daily. So for us, as a family, as me and my husband and I, every day, to start the day, we start to read the Bible, to have our devotion as a family, as a couple. Then that is very essential in our spiritual life for that day, because we are reading, we are discussing, we are reading the comment as well, and we try to remember what we have learned in the morning. We try also to share what we have learned, and it's like you eat and you share as well what you have eaten. And it's not only God's word that all consider as daily bread. Of course, also the physical food we are taking every day. We are really grateful that God is providing for us. It's not that we are taking them for granted. It's God's blessing and God's grace as well, because many people are not eating for some reasons. Then third one is about even the relationship around us that day. Those are also daily relationships that we consider that those are from God. Those friends that we have, the family members, the patients that we are seeing. Yeah, that's daily bread to
Thank
me.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I will add that the verse says that people do not live by bread only, or by pizza only, or by potatoes, by rice, as the Malagasy people we eat. And we really completely believe that people are alive also by eating God's word, which is Christ, as it says in John 1st, I think, John chapter 1, that it's Jesus who came on earth as a flesh, and as a word, and then as a flesh. And it's also the part of the idea of communion that you take, which is also very important in human being's life. So we have a kind of a tradition in our house that when you have visitors, and we're really amazed about how people say about it, because we always give them this bread of life, which are words of God that we give, and this is the first appetizer when people come for when they eat in our humble house. And because we really know that this is much more important than the food that we take, I mean the physical food. And we are very surprised each time that when people come, the words that they pick up from this speaks really to them in one or another way. And we are very happy that that may help someone, because what would be for someone if he will get the physical food, everything on earth, but then does not have a spiritual food and especially inherit heaven? That will be a big loss on earth. So the daily bread does have a big meaning behind it.
Thank you. And one last question. How can the Rocky Mountain Synod pray for you and for the FLM in the years to come?
I think the Lutheran Church really have many projects, especially in planting churches in different parts of Madagascar, spreading the words into different remote areas through different works, especially for the team which are evangelizing through also the work of the shepherd that we call the Piandi. And you know that in Madagascar there was a statistic that was done, and it seems, if I remember well, that 3 churches are planted every week as far as I know, and it was quite fast. So we really need prayers that God will still use us and have those. And there are many pastors who are also trained in different Bible schools and seminary. We really would like the Synod to pray for them, because they are the instruments of God sooner or later to spread it again. And of course you have different departments in the Lutheran Church, like the Shalom, the work in the schools, the work in different department, the health, and so on. So if you remember us in prayers, that will really great, and thank you in advance for what you're going to do.
Thank you.
Yeah, one thing also is about praying for the spreading of the gospel to the Muslim. That is one of the goals of the Shalom program, is to evangelize Muslim people. And also for the health program in Madagascar, we would like really to help Malagasy people to get health here, physically, spiritually, and also mentally. So we need prayers to get strong faith, and to be witness of Jesus for those people around us. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.